The shadows moved unnaturally as she ran. Her heart thumped quickly, her feet barely keeping up with the rhythm. But a thump, but a thump, but a thump. She couldn't hear the thump of her heart, though. She didn't notice the sound of her feet on the cold, hard ground either. The sound of the blood rushing in her ears was something she was trying to ignore. Instead, she focused on the soft whispers of breath behind her. As the shadows twisted and leapt at her heels, she could just barely make it out. A soft rattle from some long, dead throat. The sound was the only indication that it was something. Something hunting her, something chasing her, something gathering the darkness of the world to snatch at her feet. The wind made the trees rock and sway. It was possible that those branches made the shapes of grasping hands. Those biting teeth made of darkness could be shaped by the crisscrossing of foliage. Someone sane would have thought just that. But she ran. The hands, the teeth, the breath. She ran from the thing that made it all seem real. She ran for the light. But a thump, but a thump, but a thump. Her breath came in ragged gasps as the grass beneath her feet began to slope upwards towards the light. She fell slightly, never breaking pace as she pushed forward with her hands. The tongues of darkness licked at her fingers. Her digits curled into rictus fists as she regained her feet. It was so cold. The blood had retreated from her hands, leaving them ghastly white balls of bone and flesh that pumped at her sides as she ran. She could already feel the cold seeping in through her shoes, beginning to tickle its way through her socks. She wanted to scream. She wanted to cry. She wanted to fall down, give up, sink into the inky blackness. But the light was so close, just through the trees. One or two more, so close now. He loves you. He hates you. He hugs you. He breaks you. The whispers closed in around her neck. So cold, so close. Her dead hands reached forward towards the light, grabbing at the pale beams where moths and dust danced in a whirling jig. Bow to your partner, do-si-do. The wind passed. The whispers passed. The shadows slowly unrolled themselves and left her panting in the light. She fell. The ground met her knees with a soft puff of dust. It hung in the cold air like a gray mist, only settling after she let out a long, shaking breath. Her eyes, unblinking, stared into the wall of darkness beyond the light, looking for the something. Above her, the streetlight buzzed and popped as a moth hit it. There was nothing out there. Nothing hunting her, nothing chasing her, nothing gathering the darkness of the world to snatch at her. She tried to laugh at the scared child she had become in the shadows under those trees. Tried and failed. But a thump, but a thump, but a thump. The heartbeat that made its way into her throat agreed with that child. The crimson smile above her head agreed with the child. The black hands that slipped around her neck from behind agreed with the child, whispering through her skin. Truth is my gift to the child. Silence is my gift to the shadows. Questions are my gift to the world. Death is my gift to the woman. The light narrowed. The shadows spun in. The black hands tightened. The crimson smile widened. But a thump, but a thump, but a...